on your subordinates and your buddies. Take for example, your dream job is Miss X place, and you are placed on X place very nicely. So you are deployed to the place where uh, you have imagined the dreams. Now you got your dream job. Now next imagination is that subordinates working with you are not positive. They are always negative. They are simply pulling your leg. Whatever the time of work start, you have decided they are not going to follow. They are not going to follow work-life balances. They are not going to follow timetable. They are not going to follow your voice. Your voice is not an order for them. They are not creating amicable atmosphere. Can you win and can you feel that you are doing the dream job? No. Now come back to the place where you're going. And your going place is your SSB center. You screen in. Remember, when you are screening, the total number of buddies screened in are in the same level. Out of the same level, postures and pastures, we are divided into different groups. And you may be part of the one of the group. Maybe group one, maybe group two, three, or four, whatever. Right? So now you are entering into the ring where you are searching your dream job. And your dream job is to get recommended. Can you imagine that the buddies and the subordinate working with you in the same group, you have provided the 10 or 12 or 15 buddies group, they are not amicable. They are not positive. They are simply making a leg pulling. Everybody dreaming that I should get recommended. Remaining, I don't care. Can you dream that you will be recommended or no? That is why always I say, always think in what way you take the whole group into your arms so cozy. More you are successful making your group in so cozy arms, your chances for getting recommendation is anytime higher than be in a scattered format. Fine? It is same as if you go and buy the grapes. It is 100 rupees per kg. If you buy the grapes which are not in the bunch but you scattered, these are 40 rupees kg. Why? Grapes are same. One is in the bunch and one is not in the bunch, it's scattered. Same is with your buddiness and your family and your khandan and everywhere and everywhere. When your family is well bonded, the value of family is higher. When people are scattered, they are not having good relation with their brothers, sisters, uncles, maternal uncles, father, mother. They are just like scattered grapes. So the value of scattered grapes has now become 40 rupees kg instead of 100 rupees kg. It's your view in what way and in what you want to adopt and what you want to leave. So remember that dream job is a fairy tale. It is you to make your job dream job. It is you to make your job as hell. Second point is that information regarding the very work and the very task given to you is never 100% complete. Please mind it. In SSB, when you're furnished with certain information, these informations are not 100% information. You are to use your brain, your common sense, your scientific approach, your value of work, the way you perform your duties, the way you make a task in different priorities. It is you to decide. So don't rely the information given to you in the group or the moment you are just enter into that ring and your screening are enough or sufficient. No, maybe enough but not sufficient. Maybe enough but not sufficient. What is the difference? Maybe enough means is the capacity of mind that I can only mark up 10 instruction. But 10 instructions are not sufficient. There should be 20, there should be 30, or there should be 40 instructions. So enough can be, sufficient cannot be. So there's a difference in enough and sufficient. Third point is prepare your task revenue, means prepare your PIQ form and CV very carefully. This is the document will make you select or reject. And always remember the four important points while you are making CV. Generally, you are not taking care of that. Generally, PIQ form, you are just like filling in a stereotype form, which is not correct. First thing is always highlight your best point in PIQ. And I know everybody is saying something good, something best, which can be enlightened, which can be put on a shiner also. So always express the things you really would like to show. That means highlight your salient features, your best point. Second is always try to make your PIQ or curricular vitae CV exceptional. If you're coming in a common race and you are also standing in the same line, how could one pick you up? You will be picked up when you are inside the bunch of grapes, but the color of that very grape is shining like anything. I'll be definitely touching that grape, how exceptional it is. So make your PIQ form and CV with highlighting very important points, very, very exceptional. And third is show all your skills for which you are adept of. If you are adept of in a particular skill, you must mention it so that at the time of interview, he will be asking that task only, and you are expert in that. So definitely you will be in position to answer all. And the fourth point is possibility of growth must be shown. Your gestures, your use and picking of word, selection of word in PIQ form should be such a master word that you can show that you are a person of getting growth very fast in future. If you cannot have this instinct of writing, इसलिए content writing का 3 months का course होता है. Repeatedly I'm asking you, please go for such courses. Content writing is very important. एक ही चीज को लिखकर आप हाँ करवा सकते हो जिस चीज के लिए सामने वाला हमेशा ही ना ना कर रहा है. So content writing should be very perfect. That is the only tool out of which you can create the possibility of showing them your growth rate. Next point is give solid proof why you want to join this organization. And when you give the solid proofs, that should also be divided into 3 important segments. First segment is you must show your interest. If you're not capable of showing the interest that you are going to join this organization, maybe SSB, maybe any other corporate sectors, definitely they are not going to pick you up because your interest is not satisfying their motto. Second is always support with your energetic task performance. If any, you must mention it and underline it. That is my specialization. Maybe you're going for SSB and you are very expert in neural network task. You must mention it and underline that I have done this task which is related to neural network. It may not be important for selection or SSB, but when they are going to make you final selection at the time of interview, they will see that he is an expert of neural network and all DRDO work is based on neural network. So better I should select this person and put into DRDO. Fine. So you are not knowing different segments and departments and ventures and cashiers where they can make you put in. So must be very, very cautious that you always support your words which are very energetic for getting and showing performance. And the third, which is very important in every task, you must show that you really keep passion for the work. If you are not in position to keep and to show your passion for the very work you are going to apply for, that like SSB or in corporate sector, people will think further that he is a dual-minded person. Why should I select him? So they'll not give you a chance. So be very passionate person for this job. This is skill number 1, where I gave you certain points. In skill number 2, there are certain more important points that you have to inculcate in your brain. That was in your overall performance. Now come to your brain. First point is that as it is being inculcated and calculated also, if a task of cutting a tree is given to you, there are very thick trees there and you have to cut. And I gave you the tools also. This is being surveyed by a Freud psychologist and many other psychologists also, that out of the 6 hours, 4 hours you will waste for making sharpen your arms, through which you will cut the tree, which has a very important segment depth feeling of making the things done or undone. Fine. So forget all points, but don't forget this point that if I'll give you 6 hours for cutting a particular trunk of a tree, you will be sharpening your tools and arms for 4 hours, and remaining 2 hours, you will say time is very less. Because 4 hours you already wasted for sharpening your tools. Always remember, simplicity I stress 100 times, but you must remember that simple looking people are the best persons. अभी मैं simple living की बात नहीं कर रहा. What I'm saying, some simple looking people are the best people. And when you say simple looking people, that means your posture, your body language, your presentation language, your expressions आपकी शक्ल के तासुर बहुत ही सिंपल, एनर्जेटिक, फुल ऑफ नॉलेज नजर आनी चाहिए, बनावटी नहीं लगनी चाहिए. And for getting this, you need a peace. And you really want to have peace, it's better to be stay away from popularity. हम लोग ये गलती हमेशा करते हैं. Whenever we do something good, our first thirst is that we advertise it like anything. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. So that people will give appreciation. Wow, can you do this? And you are just a balloon filled up with the different airs. So if you want peace, please make yourself isolated from popularity. Because once you got that peak, you need not to say that I'm on peak. You are in such a peak that people can see you from anywhere, any corner. अगर आप 3 फीट की स्टेज पर हैं तो पीछे वालों को नहीं दिखेंगे, लेकिन अगर आप 10 फीट की स्टेज पर हैं तो पीछे वालों को भी दिखेंगे. लेकिन अगर आप 20 फीट की स्टेज पर हैं तो ना चाहने वालों को भी दिखेंगे. तो मेक योर हाइट 20 फीट, राइट. अपनी कद को इतना तराशो कि लोग आपसे नीचे नजर आए, और ये तब नंबर संभव है जब आप सिंपल रहें. Your simplicity will make you fine. And how can you do this? Next point is, if you do good, feel good. If you do bad, feel bad. Generally, we are following first part. We are not following the second part. अगर आपने कुछ अच्छा किया तो आपको अच्छा महसूस होना चाहिए, लेकिन आपसे कुछ गलत हुआ तो गलत भी तो महसूस होना चाहिए. If you lost this sensitivity, then your sensation is not there. You are not following the right thing. So you cannot win over the worries. आप उन चिंताओं से मुक्ति प्राप्त नहीं कर सकते. And you cannot win the ring, and you will not be recommended. So if you do something good, you must feel that's good. If something bad, you must feel that's bad. Fine? These two things together should be with you. If you will decide that I want to do something, right? That means what? You have the feeling that I want to do this. I make you rest assured. It is not really this, it has converted to the done. Because I remember in 8th standard I read one statement of H.W. Longfellow. He wrote one statement, when a man decided to do his work, it is done. And I never forget this. जब कोई व्यक्ति अपना काम करने के लिए तय कर लेता है तो काम पूर्ण होता है, अधूरा नहीं होता. So you decide. When a man decided to do his work, it is done. वो पूरा ही होता है. So if you have the feeling, you have the wish that I would like to do it, definitely you will do, and you will definitely win also. और आपको सब मिल जाएगा जिसको आप चाह रहे हैं. Winning is not a need. इसको आप समझ लो बहुत अच्छे से. And please note it. Winning is not a need. अगर ये नीड होती तो बाय हुक एंड क्रुक मैं आपको बोलता गलत काम भी करो और जीत जाओ, चाहे कैसे भी हो. Winning is to do the right thing at the right time, at the right place, in the right way to get the right result. That means in every aspect of acting, every aspect of performance, you need accuracy and correctness. GTO टास्क आप इसलिए हार जाते हैं क्योंकि आप इसका ध्यान नहीं रखते. Accuracy and correctness दो सबऑर्डिनेट वर्ड्स हैं, दो को ब्रदर्स हैं, लेकिन एक नहीं है. अगर आपने करेक्ट काम किया तो राइट होगा जरूरी थोड़ी है. आपने करेक्ट किया, करेक्टली किया, राइट होने की संभावना बहुत ज्यादा है. ठीक है, तो you do the correct thing in correct manner, on correct time, in a correct performance way, things will be definitely good. And the third point, which I denoted as C, that is to be always remember that evaluation always lead to criticism. जब भी आप मूल्यांकन करते हैं तो कमियां पाते ही हैं. डट हो रही है. If you're not making evaluation, how can you criticize? If you start making evaluation, then only you say ये correct है, ये नहीं है, ये ठीक है, वो नहीं है, ये सही है, ये गलत है, ये नीला है, ये पीला है, ये काला नहीं, white होना चाहिए, white नहीं, काला होना चाहिए. So your evaluation push you towards criticism. Remember, to criticize is bad. To create and to receive criticism, it's very good thing. It is making you more expert, right? आप एक बात हमेशा ध्यान रखिए. In GTO task, in interview, and in screening, if you know the right way of doing task, you can never perform wrong. आप सीढ़ी पे चढ़ना सीखते हो वन आफ्टर द अदर्स। एक जगह सीढ़ी लगी हो तो क्या आप सीढ़ी चढ़ना भूल जाते हो कि उल्टी तरफ से सीढ़ी चढ़ने लगोगे क्या आप? या दो सीढ़ियां छोड़कर आप कूदने लगोगे क्या आप? या अगर बहुत स्टीप सीढ़ियां हैं तो साइड में आर्म्स होल्डर हैं, आप आर्म्स होल्डर को छोड़कर ऊपर भागने लगोगे क्या आप? कभी नहीं करोगे आप ऐसा। यू कैन नॉट डू दिस, यू विल नॉट फॉलो दिस वे। What I would like to say, if you know the right process of doing the things, you will learn it by heart. Whatsoever the circumstances are, you will never commit mistake. You will not do wrong. You will do correct. Look at Gagan. He went to army, recommended. He went to air, recommended. He went to navy, recommended, because he know how to ladder up. ठीक है, शुरू शुरू में क्या हो रहा था उसके साथ, वो बहुत इगोइस्ट हो रहा था। उसको बोले थे नहीं होगा तुम्हारा रिकमेंडेशन, यू कम डाउन टू द फ्लोर, आप जमीन पर उतर के आओ तब होगा। एंड द डे ही डिसाइडेड टू कम ऑन द फ्लोर, ही इज रिकमेंडेड ऑल द वे। व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, अगर आप सही तरीके से काम करना, सही प्रोसेस से सही टाइम में विद इन द टेक्निक सीख जाओगे तो आप वहां गलत करोगे ही नहीं, तो आपके रिजेक्ट होने का सवाल होता ही नहीं, आप रिकमेंड ही होंगे। नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज when you are doing your task or half your task or personal performance, always take responsibility for the work done. Whatever the work you have done and you have done with the help of subordinate, don't make responsible your subordinate. Anything happen wrong, you take your oaths. You own all the responsibilities, you own all the wrong things. And anything happen good, you just share it and say the whole group has done good. अगर कुछ गलत हुआ तो बोलिए मेरी गलती थी, अगर अच्छा हुआ तो बोलिए इन सब ने मुझे सहायता की इसलिए अच्छा है, right? And when you, next point is, when you fix up your target, try to mix up your emotions into that. जब आप अपने इमोशंस अपने टारगेट के साथ कॉपरेट कर देते हैं तो आप उस टारगेट को पहले से कम 50% टाइम बचाते हुए प्राप्त कर लेते हैं। So always try to understand that your emotions has to do a lot of things with your target, and if you are bridging your emotions with the target, definitely you will be winner and you will get the things done within no time. And finally, in the last, the 15th point is, everything is based on one peak. And the name of this peak is your character. If your character is good, every task what I explain in 14 points will be automatically correct. If your character is not good, you are having fluctuation in your characters. Sometimes you do good because it's required. Sometimes you do bad intentionally because it is not required. You are going in such a way because you have to get success. You left the way because I know I will not get success. Somebody else who's going over there, he'll be success. So I just withdraw myself from there. You're not a good character. You're a bad character. Good character always make your group to go up. आप पूरे ग्रुप को हाथ लगाइए कि ऊपर उठे। आपको हमेशा टारगेट करना चाहिए कि हमारा जो ग्रुप स्क्रीनिंग के बाद हो गया है उसमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग रिकमेंड हो, लेकिन मैं ही रिकमेंड हूँ ऐसा कभी सोचोगे तो आपका रिकमेंडेशन कभी नहीं होगा। आप सोचिए, जब सभी ये लोग सोचेंगे कि हमारा पूरे ग्रुप में ज्यादा से ज्यादा रिकमेंड हो तो सभी तो आपको कॉपरेट करेंगे ना आपस में, और जब कॉपरेट करेंगे तो आप ऊपर आओगे ही, नीचे नहीं आओगे। सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, ड्रीम जॉब इज मेड बाय यू ड्रीम. It is simply a hell job if your subordinate is not making it heaven. So whatsoever you are, wherever you would like to go, and whatever the postures and whatever the future you want to attain, it depends on your total boundary, your circumstances. If it is solid, if it is good, definitely you're going to win. That's all for this small paragraph I would like to deliver you for the successful 15 points for getting recommended in SSB or any other corporate sectors. That is a journey of dream job. I hope you will remember this in your future and you will do the right thing in the right place. Now, I am going for the stories, and first story, Adit is there, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Yes, start story. Narration.
Sir, action of my story is Raki. So Shubham is a policeman in police services. He got a task. He got a task to. Sir, you are not listening. Hello.
Adit, you continue with your story.